How do you stay relevant in a world that moves faster than you can blink? That's the question I found myself pondering when I first met her. Her name was Lily, and she was a fresh face with the kind of energy that made people stop scrolling. I noticed her profile in the early days, a tiny spark in a sea of wannabe stars. She had something, a look, a vibe, a certain je ne sais quoi that caught my eye. I reached out to her with a DM, half on a whim, half out of curiosity. "Hey, I've been watching your content. You've got potential," wrote, and waited for the reply that came almost instantly. Her response was giddy, full of gratitude, and peppered with an enthusiasm I hadn't felt in years. I could see it all unfolding in my mind. I would take her under my wing, show her the ropes, and in turn, she'd add a little bit of her spark back to my brand. I'd been doing this for nearly a decade, long enough to see the cycles come and go. New influencers sprouted like weeds, but not all of them had staying power. I could help her mold her, even. And maybe, just maybe, she could help me too. We started collaborating almost immediately. I featured her in one of my vlogs, a casual coffee date that was anything but. "Meet my new protégé," I had said with a wink to the camera, and the audience ate it up. She was charming, natural, relatable, and she knew how to hold the camera's gaze like it was a lover. In those early days, we were inseparable. We filmed together, attended events side by side, and strategized late into the night. I taught her everything from how to navigate brand deals to the art of crafting a compelling narrative. She was a quick learner, soaking it all in like a sponge. For a while, it was perfect. Our content synced like two sides of a coin, her youthful energy balancing my seasoned perspective. My followers adored her, and her followers saw me as the cool mentor. Win-win, right? But things changed faster than I expected. At first, it was little things. Her follower count, which had been a modest 100,000 when we first met, began to climb rapidly. 100,000 turned into 1,000,000, then 2,000,000, seemingly overnight. She started landing deals, big ones, the kind that even I had to fight tooth and nail for. Her face was everywhere. Her name was on everyone's lips. And suddenly, she wasn't just my protégé. She was my competition. I tried not to let it get to me. I really did. I told myself it was the natural course of things, that I had paved the way for her success, that I should feel proud. But pride is a fickle friend. It whispers one thing and then, in the next breath, it hisses something darker. I started feeling it, that gnawing, insidious jealousy that settled in my stomach like a stone. I noticed it in the way people talked to us at events. "Oh, Lily, I'm such a fan. I've seen all your TikToks," they'd gush, barely glancing my way. I started seeing it in our joint content. The comments shifted from, "You two are such a great team," to, "Lily is amazing. More of her, please." It was like they were erasing me from the frame, pixel by pixel. One day, after a particularly successful launch party for her new skincare line, one that I had helped her conceptualize from start to finish, I pulled her aside. "Hey, we need to talk," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. She looked at me, her expression open, almost naive. "Sure, what's up?" I hesitated, unsure how to start. "I've been feeling sidelined lately." Her brows furrowed. "Sidelined? How do you mean?" "You're everywhere, Lily," I said, the words spilling out faster than I could control. "And I'm barely a footnote. I feel like you're overshadowing me." There was a moment, just a fraction of a second, where I saw it. A flicker of something in her eyes, understanding, maybe, sympathy. Or was it pity? "I'm sorry you feel that way," she said slowly. "But I didn't ask for this. I'm just doing what you taught me, remember?" That stung more than I expected. I had taught her. I had given her everything. Wasn't I entitled to a little gratitude? A little recognition? "I know," I replied, my voice tight. "But maybe it's time we took a step back. I think we need to rethink our dynamic." Her face fell, and for a moment, I saw a flash of hurt, genuine, raw. "You're breaking up with me?" she asked, half joking, but I could see the fear behind her smile. "I'm not breaking up with you, Lily," I sighed. "I'm just reclaiming some space for both of us." She nodded, but the smile never quite reached her eyes again. And that was the beginning of the end. The weeks that followed were a blur. She kept growing faster, brighter, more unstoppable than ever. Meanwhile, my engagement plateaued. The brands that used to chase me were now chasing her. My inbox, once overflowing with opportunities, seemed quieter, emptier. The algorithm seemed to favor her now, her face in every trending tab, her voice on every reel. I watched her from a distance, a strange mix of pride and resentment twisting in my gut. She was brilliant, undeniably, but she was also mine, or had been once. My creation, my investment, my protégé. Now, she was something else entirely, something that threatened to make me obsolete. And the worst part, I couldn't decide if I wanted her to fail, or to see just how far she could go without me. Fame is fickle. It gives, it takes. But in our world, you either adapt, or you fade away. And I wasn't ready to fade. Not yet. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching.